What's up YouTube guys, it's your boy K, and today I'll be doing a tutorial on how to mix your low end, that is your kick and your bass or your 808. So just jump right straight to it. So here we are in FL Studio and we're going to be mixing a beat made by Unitrix. So I'll just play where the kick and the bass are playing. Take note that we have a bass, not an 808. From all indications, we can hear how the kick and the bass, they are fighting for space. So what we are going to do is we are going to try to separate the kick from the bass in such a way that it has its own frequency spectrum. So we'll get onto it. The very first thing we're going to be doing is gain staging. For tutorial sake, I'll just be doing the gain staging for the kick and the 808. That's just balancing the volumes. So I'm going to route my kick and my bass as 1 and 2. So I'll be trying to have a balance between the kick and the bass. And as you can see, that's the first pretty much thing you can do about balancing your low end. The first thing is to get the right levels. So the second thing I'll be doing will be to delay my bass in such a way that the kick hits before the bass hits. So I'll be delaying my bass. That's what I'll be doing. And a quick way to do it is just to come down here in FL Studio. There's this button and just click on it and take set in milliseconds. Here we're just going to input -10. It's already there because I actually did it before, so I know how it will actually sound. But my advice is that you should not go above this -10, because after -10 you actually start to hear the that delay is too much. So what we're trying to achieve here, we're just trying to hear the kick before the bass, but at the same time still feel that groove. So I'll just input -10. So we'll have a listen now. So the second tip that we're going to be looking at is equalization. And we're going to insert our EQ on our kick and on our bass. So whatever that will cut in our bass, whatever frequency that will cut in our bass, we're going to boost it in our kick and vice versa. I'll start with the kick. So our kick is more prominent at the 100 hertz region. We're going now to our bars and bring down the 100 hertz region, the 100 hertz frequency. We can already start to hear a little bit of difference, how the kick is punching through. The third tip that we're going to be using here is the sidechain method, and we'll be using our fruity limiter to do it. So what you actually have to do is to sidechain your kick to your bars or your 808. And the way to do that is to come here, you right click and click on sidechain to this track. Then now you insert your fruity limiter. Okay, here is our fruity limiter. You come to the compressor settings and then you right click and you click this kick. Then you now play it and mess around with the settings. I will just exaggerate the settings so that you actually hear what the sidechain does. Now we don't want this pumping effect, we want it as natural as possible. So we are going to bring up our threshold and reduce our ratio as well. We'll reduce our ratio to about 4, 3 or 2. Let's go with a 4. Then we are going to reduce our threshold. Now what the sidechain method is doing is that when the kick hits, it ducks down the signal of the 808 or the bars so that they don't fight for the same frequency. The next method we'll be looking at is using the fruity peak controller, and the first thing you have to do is you have to put the fruity equalizer on your bars or 808, and then you put the fruity peak controller on your kick. Then you set the bars to 50%. Then you set the volume knob in between the range of 10 to 20 depending on what you are trying to achieve. Then you come back to your bars and you look for where the frequency between the kick and the bars are clashing. You do that by doing a frequency sweep. So I'll just do it quick for you guys to see. So from clear indications, you can see that it is around the 84, 80 hertz region. So what we're going to do is we're going to right click and we'll click link to controller. Then we'll come here and click on the peak controller and then we'll choose inverted and we'll click accept. When I play it now, you actually see what it is actually doing. To get a more smooth, we can come here to get a more smooth cut by clicking and carving this frequency. We'll set it to about 20 as well. And along the line, if we discover that it was not a frequency that is clashing, we can sweep around by using this other knob here. And if we want to take more of the frequency out, we can come back to our frozen peak controller and we'll increase the volume knob. By doing that, we'll be taking much of the frequency, so we'll just leave it around a 20%. That is it for today, guys. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to my channel, as well as click on the notification button. If you have any questions, don't hesitate to let me know.